Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to a new video, and in today's video I'm showing you the all new Hyundai Tucson plug-in hybrid. So I tested the mild hybrid and now it is time for a plug-in hybrid. In this beautiful spec in front of us we get the phantom black color on the model in our video, and you also see the all new design of this 4th generation Tucson. So let's start here with this parametric grille in dark chrome. Goes very well with this beautiful color. And one very cool feature of the new Hyundai Tucson is that the lights are integrated into the grille itself. So these are the daytime running LEDs, and you see the indicator is down there. The main LED units are here, and overall very unique appearance on the road and very modern design indeed for this new generation model. Let me show you the side profile. 4.5 meters is the length of this new generation, and the wheels, in this case 19-inch wheels, probably my personal favorites for the new Hyundai Tucson. 235/50 R19, that's the dimension of the tires. In this case we get the Michelin Primacy 4 tires. To make it more robust, you see that we get also the robust plastic wheel arches as well as the side skirts. And design lines are so impressive on this model. Just look at this and look at the elements down there. Let me just show you the car from this angle so you see it more clearly. The design lines that I was talking about. Tinted windows on the model in our video, as well as this chrome line that goes all the way to the C-pillar. Extra glass here, and the satin finish for the roof rails, as well as the very nice rear spoiler. Now the rear of the car is just as impressive as on the front, I would say. We have the connected LED lights, and as I said, here we have plug-in hybrid lettering. And I can also show you that the car has the real exhaust. How cool is that? Something that you don't often see. So this is real, no fake exhaust on the model in our video. And the diffuser here is very cool. Rear view camera is located here, sensors. And now it is time to show you the trunk. Now in order to do that, since we have the electric tailgate, I can do that by just pressing the button here. There we go. And the trunk has a nice square shape. Liters depend on which model you get, which option do you go for. So there will be details in the description about the exact liters, but I can show you here some additional room. See, for example, for your cables. And you can also pull the rear bench by just pressing this on both sides. And 12-volt power supply is here, and you can also lean the rear seats. You see, and they could be leaned even more towards us depending on whether you need more space here or you need more space for the rear occupants. So that's quite cool. If you want to close the tailgate, just press this and it closes. So tell me in the comments, how do you like the design? And now it is time to show you the interior. But before that, let me just show you this. Look at this. This is your charging port. So the charging port is on this side, where on this side you get, of course, you put your petrol actually. And let me unlock the car and show you the interior. Look at this. How cool is this bright interior in contrast with the black exterior color? I really like this spec. Tell me in your comments what are your thoughts. And now let me show you the details here. Lovely gloss black line with the chrome edges, some leather in here. Look at this, soft on touch. Gloss black finish here, not a huge fan of that. as it could get scratches, and the door pocket here with really a lot of room, especially in this section where you can put a bottle without any problem. Tucson lettering and lumbar support on the seat. Look at the seats, cooling and heated seats, so all of the functions are available. Nice aluminum part in here. But now it's time to show you the car from more details from driver's perspective. This is your view from driver's perspective. We will start with a wider angle. Look at the nice design here, inspired by the waterfalls, really looking gorgeous. And dual screens, both 10.25 inch, so the digital cockpit and the main touchscreen. Let me change the view and show you more details here. Alright, so the central touchscreen, and on this upper section you get the air vents. I love the design here for those air vents. Now the infotainment system, I will go through the details in a moment, but let's just quickly see the other features here. USB port, 12 volt power supply, and wireless charger for your phone. USB port, you see cooling of the seats, and also the heated seats, which we will not use now. Heated steering wheel, this is downhill brake control, sensors, camera, and you see the camera view and 360 view, and those are the controls for the passenger's seat. Cup holders, they are adjustable here, and this car has the 6-speed automatic transmission, uses the shift by wire technology, so park, reverse, neutral and drive, electronic parking brake and auto hold. And if we press this, you get really a lot of storage room here. Speaking about the storage room, some additional room in this glove box as well. Now the infotainment system, it's a well-known new infotainment system from Hyundai, but for example here on the plug-in hybrid you get this feature here, and then you can see, for example, the energy flow with the fuel, engine, wheels, electric motor and the battery. As you can see, we don't have enough power in the battery now, but I will charge it and show you more details during the night point of view drive, so stay tuned for that. You also get the charge management and bunch of settings here. Next thing we have is the map. You can adjust the view, but I prefer this one, which would get you also the 3D shape of the buildings when you are in the city, so that's quite cool. You can also get the split screen here and change between various things and information, or put the full navigation, which can be the better solution if you're, for example, driving on unknown road and have the active navigation. Press the home menu to go back into this main screen, and phone connection, phone projection, Apple CarPlay of course, and Android Auto are available. Climate controls are here, but you don't actually need to adjust anything here. You just need to do this in order to adjust the air blower, and here is where you adjust the temperature, so that's really convenient. And I think one of the easiest way to use, well, we can say, let's say touch sensitive panel. That's the way that we have things sorted out here for the AC. Once again, very good, because well, you don't have the classic buttons, that's true, but that's really easy, and it's not you won't miss this. I mean, you're driving along and you want to adjust the air blower, just press this or this for the temperature. So it's a thumb up from me. Now the settings for the climate are here. You can then configure those out and put them on. BlueLink, it's the app for your phone, which can be very useful, especially in this model, because you can see the status of your charge. Settings, When you press the vehicle settings, here is where you adjust pretty much all of the functions for the drive and the driver assist systems. So you see this car is really packed with technology. Driver attention warning, forward safety, lane safety, blind spot safety, and parking safety. Now, speaking about the blind spot, this car also has the blind spot view monitor, which is very cool. Helps you when you're changing the lanes. But the cool thing is that it also helps you, for example, when parking. Look at this. We are here and you see the wheel of the car. For example, if you are parking close to the curb, this way, if you just turn on the indicator, you can see how close you are, and then you can control it. Stay close to the curb, but don't hit your wheel. So that's convenient. And one thing that I don't understand is why do we have this logo of some other Hyundai model on our screen. Eco vehicle, coasting guidance. So you see the coasting guidance helps the driver to save fuel by recommending when to remove his foot from the accelerator pedal. Cluster, here is where you adjust different themes. So for example, you can of course link it to the drive mode, but you can also change it yourself, and that way you get this extra cube view, which is not available in the driving modes itself. So you see those are the classic ones, and when you link it to drive mode, here are the drive modes. So you see sport, eco, or terrain modes, snow, mud, and sand. So those are the options when we speak about the driving modes. And of course you do have the EV mode, but you need to have more battery for that. Currently, as you can see, we are very low on battery, so I can't use the EV mode. But this car also has a bit over or around 50 kilometers of range by WLTP standard for the pure electric drive, so purely on electric power. Now, moving on, vehicle settings once again. Those were the cluster settings, and you can also adjust the brightness, seats, lights, and this car has the ambient lights. You can adjust the colors. You can set the custom color, and then you get 64 different color options. So the ambient lights are located down there and also here, so you will definitely see it during the night. I will show you that and change the different colors that are available. You can also link it to drive mode, and there, when you change the driving modes, you would change also the ambient light colors. Doors, convenience. So I think we covered most of the vehicle settings. Now you can also change these settings for the map, color scheme, map display. This is what you want to be turned on, the 3D buildings, as it looks very cool. Once again, I'll show you that during the drive. And yeah, well, those are the settings here. Theme and layout, analog clock or digital clock. I actually prefer the analog one, so I will put this one. And you can also adjust what you want to see on the split screen. And I think that's it. General settings are here for the language units, stuff like that. Anyway, we covered most of the features here. Radio, of course, you get the list of stations here. And yeah, well, now that's it. I can also show you what we have here in front of us. This is the view that shows you also the axles and how much power you're using on which axle when you're driving, since this is the all-wheel drive version. Settings for the various driver assist systems, navigation, and you can also change various things here, so you see. And yeah, well, tell me in your comments, how do you like the design of this thing? Now, some additional buttons are here. This is the button to open the fuel cap, adjust the lights, open the tailgate, traction control off, which you don't want, I believe, and pull that one to open the bonnet. Now, I think I showed you everything. Some additional room is here for maybe some smaller elements, and yeah, flappy pedals, of course, here to change the gears. Sun visor, it does have the extension here, so that is useful. For example, here, just a second, there we go. Now you have full protection from the sun, from the side. Lights are here, and yeah, well, that's pretty much it, I think, when we talk about the interior here. Now let me show you the rear bench and let me show you how much space I have there. And let's enter the car here from the rear. Tinted windows. You also get this sunshade. There we go. And well, this is really nice. Sunshade and tinted windows, so full privacy available here at the rear bench. A lot of room here for my knees. You can adjust the AC. Here, one cool feature is that you can adjust the rear seat, the front seat, sorry, but from the rear. Also, the driver can do it from his position, and yeah, well, really useful. View on the front, some lights here, as well as the hooks. In the middle, we have the nice armrest in leather with the cup holders. And yeah, well, now it's time to show you how much space I have for my head, but before that, additional feature here, 2 USB ports, and of course some storage area in here. And look at this, still a lot of room left. I'm 1.87 m, and this is really amazing. What you can also do is you can lean back a bit more, so that way you get even more room. So it is really a huge thumb up from me for this rear bench. And we will now take a look what's under the bonnet. You pull this one, and yeah, well, there we go. We do not have hydraulic struts, so I'll be back with you in a moment. This plug-in hybrid is a combination of a 1.6 liter petrol engine and electric motor. Total output is 265 horsepower with 350 Newton meters of torque. The electric motor is the 66.9 kilowatt electric motor, and the battery 13.8 kilowatt hour battery in this one. So those are the specs for this plug-in hybrid. But speaking about the powertrain options for the customers in the new Hyundai Tucson, it's really a lot to choose from, because you get petrol, diesel, plug-in hybrid, hybrid, and mild hybrid. So really a lot to choose from. Tell me in your comments what would be your choice of an engine for this car. If you have the charger in your home, for example, you have the garage, this would definitely be a wise choice. I also need to show you one very cool feature of the model in our video. Look at those buttons here. This car has the self remote park, and how to do it, let me show you. First thing, you need to lock the car. Press this twice so that you are sure that the car is locked. Next thing you need to do is press this hold button. There we go. You see, it comes to life. And now we do this. And the car is driving by itself. Look at this. Nobody is in the car and it is driving. Press this, the car stops. We can also do the same for the rear. How cool is that? Of course, if the car sees an obstacle, it will stop. So just like that. Let's go forwards a bit more. How cool is this? Look at this. We are following the car. And let's actually try the rear. And it will stop when it sees us. You see? That's really cool. So tell me in the comments, what are your thoughts on this very cool and useful feature if you're parked in a tight spot. It is time to end today's video, but before that I just want to do a walk around and show you all the lights when they are turned on. Daytime running LEDs, you see them incorporated into the grille itself. These are the indicators and the main units, and these are flickering just on the camera, of course. Very strong appearance on the road. LED indicators in here as well. And from the rear you see that the indicators are located down there, and the coolest part is the light here, so the connected LED tail lamps. So very cool. Alright guys, and that's it. I hope you like this detailed review. Tell me in the comments how do you like it, and stay tuned as we are going on a point of view drive now. So stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.